Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here at Chichen Itza in Yucatan in Mexico. And today what we have for you are the 10 things that are going to shock you about visiting Mexico. This place is fantastic because the first thing you're going to love the most of anything are the people. The people in Mexico are super friendly, super nice, super helpful, and you're going to love it. And they bring so much energy to this country that you will love visiting, whether you're here in Cancun doing the tourist thing, or in Cabo doing the tourist thing, or enjoying Guadalajara, or going to work in Mexico City, or Monterrey, and all these kind of things. But really, the people make Mexico amazing. Even you got crazy tourists like this. So definitely, if you get a chance to meet them, take the chance to meet them because they are awesome. Anyway, let's get a little clappy here. So let's take a little bit farther of a back of a view so you can see some more stuff. Now the second thing that shocks some people when they come here is you don't lick it, slam it, suck it. Or I should say the tequila is a little different than what you're expecting, because back at home in the US and other places, you know, oh, you lick the salt, slam the tequila, and then suck on the lime. Here, the tequila is nice and smooth and you can drink it no problem, like a normal drink, without the kind of shakes and stuff. And if you really want to have a nice kind of traditional tequila mixed drink, just go get some grapefruit soda, whether it's Squirt or Fresco or grapefruit Fanta, mix that with your tequila and you'll be just fine. Like, that is awesome. And it surprised a lot of people that you're not slick it, slam it, sucking it all the time. The tequila, you know. Now the third thing that shocks people when they come here to Mexico is how much culture you do have. Yes, we're here in Chichen Itza, the Mayan city here, you know, one of the 7 wonders of the world. And the thing is, it's not just Mayan history. There's Aztecs that were here. There's Spanish colonial history, Mexican history. There's 33 UNESCO World Heritage Sites here in Mexico, and there's so much to see and do. Whether you're seeing the history in Guadalajara, or hitting Aguascalientes, or see some of the natural beauty like the cenotes, the sinkhole water holes you can go swimming in here in Yucatan. I mean, there's so many cool things to see here, aside from the beaches, but the history and the culture here, the festivals. Oh man, if you can come in December and stuff like that for the festivals around then, it is really cool here. Now the fourth thing that might shock you is how different the Mexican food is in Mexico versus your local Mexican restaurant or your local Taco Bell. Look, your local Mexican restaurants, they've had to adapt, you know, to American culture or European culture where you've had it, okay? You're more likely having Tex-Mex than really Mexican food. And the food here is fantastic, whether it's seafood here on the coast, or maybe you have some goat by Mexico City, or you know, you're drinking your horchata when you're here. There's amazing food and drink in Mexico, and you really should try it all. Don't just get the things that you recognize from your, you know, your Mexican restaurant menu that you've seen. Go and explore. What we found is usually the people are fantastic, like I said before, and the waiters will say, hey, look, what's your favorite thing, dude? Just get that for us and we'll be cool with it. And every single time it has been a great payoff. And actually, my 5-year-old, he's actually said his favorite part of the trip so far has been the food. Now the fifth thing that might shock you is that a lot of the tourists come to Cabo and Cancun, and what you need to realize is Cabo and Cancun aren't the most representative cities of what Mexico really is. They're the tourist versions of Mexico. It's kind of like if you said the US was like Orlando and New York, or Germany was like Rothenburg over Talbot or Munich. Look, they're really cool places. You should definitely visit them, but they're not the true, you know, Mexican history kind of stuff. So make sure you go out and explore more of Mexico than just the easy tourist spots, because this country is fantastic. There's so many cool places to see. Now the sixth shock I have for you is when Montezuma's revenge strikes. Look, I know we're not in Aztec, we're in the Mayan, but the Aztecs, Montezuma. Oh, for you that don't know, Montezuma's revenge is traveler's diarrhea. It's one of the slangs for it. And you never know what's going to hit because you do not drink the water in Mexico. Also, be careful with the ice when you're here, and salads and stuff like that, and unpeeled fruit, because you can get traveler's diarrhea, Montezuma's revenge, and you never know when it's going to strike. Now, some places like Cabo and Cancun, very touristy places, they're filtering the water more on the ice and stuff like that, so you don't have much to worry about in terms of ice and the food. But if you're not in those places, you do want to pay attention. But anywhere you go in Mexico, don't drink the ice, because Montezuma, he will get his revenge on you. I remember the first time I came here, it took 6 doses of Imodium to stop Montezuma's revenge for a few days. Okay, so heads up on that one. Now, what kind of leads into that one is the seventh thing that's going to shock you is when you're going around to restaurants or you're in the center of the country and stuff like that, you'll go to the restroom, if Montezuma hits you or not, and you'll notice that, hey, someone stole the toilet seat, and someone stole that toilet seat. Now, in your hotel, don't worry, there'll be a toilet seat. But when you go to restaurants and you're out at different places, don't be surprised if the toilet seat isn't there, okay? It's okay. Bring some toilet seat covers if you want, but just be prepared for a 3-point stance or something like that when you gotta go. Now, the eighth thing that shocks people when they come here is the weather. Yes, the weather in Mexico is awesome. It is warm and nice pretty much all year round. But the thing is that weather can be kind of dangerous, shockingly dangerous. If you're in the northern desert, by Arizona and New Mexico on that side of the border in the Sonora Desert, that can be really, really dangerous there with how dry it is and the heat. If you come in the summer, that's low season here because it's so hot. You really need to be careful. Yes, it is great having sun. We're here in February and we're in shorts and t-shirt and I'm still sweating and my kids are still sweating and they're not fat like I am. And the thing is that heat can be a trouble. So make sure you stay hydrated with bottled water. No, tequila and margaritas does not count as being hydrated. Also, make sure you're wearing sunblock because the sun is really strong here. And I've seen a lot of lobster tourists, like burnt red tourists here, and really bad tan lines and stuff. So do be careful with that. But yes, you'll be shocked how great the weather is, but it can still get you. Now, the ninth thing that's going to shock you when you come here is the driving. Look, for example, yesterday we were just heading into town from the hotel district here in Cancun to go to the center to go see the mercado there and things like that. And there was 3 times that a bus almost killed us. Not the same bus, another bus. You really need to be careful driving here in Mexico, and you will be shocked like, oh my God, what just happened there? Why isn't my seatbelt working? Things like that. And the control of the velocity, the speed bumps here and the pedestrian walkway things over the top, they will break your back, okay, and break your axle. So do be careful if you do decide to drive here. Though I will tell you, be careful. I do not recommend you driving at night or in the mountains, especially in the mountains, because you got the locals that are driving a little fast and they know the roads, and you're not always into that because you're a tourist and not sure. So you want to be really careful with it. So I kind of recommend, take some of the public buses. They've got good public bus system here. It goes everywhere you want. You do get what you pay for. So if you get the executive buses, the nicer buses, you will maybe get Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Or you can go in the local buses where it's a lot cheaper, but you have a really cool experience of being with the locals while you're on the bus. And the 10th thing that I've seen shock a lot of tourists here is how often you have to bargain at the markets. Because you go to the markets, maybe you want to get a t-shirt, maybe you want to get a mask, maybe you want to get a Aztec or Mayan calendar or whatever, and you start to see man, all the time I've got to bargain again, and it starts high, okay, I gotta go low, I gotta go lower, and it's cool the first couple times, but if you're in the market trying to get a lot of souvenirs and gifts for people, it really starts to get on your nerves after a while, and it is shocking, like I have to do it again. So what I recommend is realize, one, you never take the first price here when you go to the markets, always negotiate down. Same thing if you're gonna take tours, make sure you're paying attention what the tours, are there any deals with it, or any packages with it, things like that, because it can get you a good deal to knock down the price. Though, if they say come to some presentation for some kind of timeshare thing, just say no thanks, you'll find a better deal someplace else. Anyway, I hope that helps you. Just 10 quick little shocks about visiting Mexico. It really is a fantastic place. Awesome people, awesome sights, awesome food, awesome weather. Oh, and I didn't even get to be how shocked you'll be with how nice the beaches are here. Dude, the beaches, phenomenal. You will love Mexico. And the thing is that beaches, it's not the only natural beauty here. Whether you go to the mountains and all kinds of stuff, or yes, you can explore the deserts and stuff like that. There's a lot of great nature here in Mexico. Going to the cenotes here in the Yucatan, the sinkholes where you can go swimming. I mean, it is truly wonderful. So whether you're having a tequila, a cerveza, or just a bottle of water, I wish you cheers and have a great time here in Mexico. You'll be shocked how much you will love it because this country is fantastico. Fantastic. Bye from Chichen Itza and Yucatan here in Mexico. Bye.